Okay, so I'm back for another one. We're back on the 63 Chevy. I kind of want to work on the steering column today. If you can see this steering column here, it was a 3 in the tree. This is all mangled up. It's not very good looking. And it's 3 in the tree. We don't have a 3 in the tree anymore. We got a 4L80 automatic, right? So I thought I would throw in this steering column. I think it's from like a, I don't know, maybe a 71 Chevy half ton. So this one's an automatic, as you can see. I got the shifter around here somewhere, I'm sure. We could utilize this to our 4L80E, and then we just need to tie this into our steering column. So we'll pull that steering column out, attach this to the steering shaft down to the steering box, and it should all be good. I go into my manual here, trying to do things right for the first time in my life, and this is the exact spot where we should be hooking up. So it should be this, what they call an upper shaft assembly, and that should hook onto this intermediate shaft. All right, let's go take a look. This is where the plot thickens. So that book that we just looked at is 60 to 66. This truck is 1963. I don't see this intermediate shaft assembly. So it kind of sucks. And we're right in the middle of it, right? So yeah, there we go. That's not there. So I got no place to hook that up unless it's inside here. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking about just dropping this off and yanking it and taking a look. Worst case, I'll run over to I pull, you pull, and get some parts, and maybe we could piece something together there. They have a few late 60s, early 70s Chevys. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll start yanking away on this and see what we can't get done. All right. Let me find a good spot for you guys, and I'll start tearing that apart. Okay, so I'm in here and I've had a bit of a peek. This is a truck that I actually bought off another fellow YouTuber, and he bought it off a guy who had purchased it for a project, and he had set it away, and he bought it from somebody else who was fixing it up in one of those deals. And you can see somebody's been in here, some Robertson screws and, you know, stuff not attached anymore, a bit of a wiring mess up here and whatnot. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop this column off of these bolts here, and then there's some along the firewall there, so I can free the column on this side of it anyway, and then we'll go on the other side and we'll free the rest of it. So I'll set you guys up here, and I'll probably just fast forward all this stuff. I have to disconnect this is my brake switch here. All right, steering column is now free on the inside. Let's go to the outside and we'll take a look at what's going on there. You can see this okay. So I'm going to go after these 3 bolts here. See those 3 there? Don't know if I really have to. I might just have to go over after this guy. Maybe I'll try that first. That guy is what hangs it off of there. Okay, so according to the drawing, this is where, you know, this bolt should be passing through that but it's not. So what do you think is going to happen here if I just go pull on it on the other side? Think she'll come out? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. What do I know? I'm going to go give it a pull. You guys wait here. Tell me if you see anything. Okay. So I took off the bolt on the bottom. Let's see if I can get her off. Okay. I took one out of my 66 before and I seem to remember this. Like it ain't coming out, the steering wheel on. So I'll probably have to pop that off. So maybe I'll do that real quick. I'll pop that off. And then it should just slide right out. It looks like this shaft is just the entire length though. Just one piece. There is no intermediate shaft. By the looks of it anyway. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down. Maybe I'll pop that off and we'll go from there. Okay, so I ended up just moving my seat over. It looks like I'm going to get this. The steering wheel is still on there. I think I can... Yeah. So there you go. If you can get your seat over and get it out the driver door, you should be good to go. I want to drag this over and... kind of stand her up next to the other guy and see what's going on here. So sure looks like this shaft is all one piece. Oh, it looks like it might have been, I don't know if it's welded or if that's just, maybe it's not. Let's push this stuff all the way up here. Get up there, you. I don't know. Looks like a solid piece to me. At any rate, that's not going to work for us because you see we're kind of, we need to marry this to this and that and this rag joint, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to head down to I pull, you pull, and see if I can get this piece that goes from this piece to this piece on, like, you know, what they're calling for in the book there, which didn't exist on ours. But who knows? Maybe this steering column is out of something older. I don't know. But what we need is this intermediate piece right here. That's what we need for this guy. So maybe we'll run down and grab that. Might be a good time to actually toss a little paint on this interior too. It's pretty ugly in here, isn't it? We got primer, we got white paint, we got blue paint, we got some more white paint, and some primer, we got some turquoise. A little bit of everything. So yeah, I'm gonna run down, see if I can get what I need for that steering column. Maybe I'll bring you with me. And I don't know, do we need to get a length off that? We probably do. It's about yay long, maybe. So I'm at I pull, you pull, and I got my piece off of this guy here. This appears to be like a, I don't know, 71, 72, 73. What do we got here? I don't know. Doesn't say. Does it say over here? Probably does. Anyway, so I got that piece off there, and I think that's going to do it for us. Not a lot left on this one if you're... Well, I don't know. I guess it depends what you're after. I guess there is quite a bit of stuff on here. Depending what you're after, there's not a lot of these trucks left out in the yards. Anyway, we have our intermediate shaft. So this is what we need to hook onto the top of our steering column, and this, of course, goes onto the steering box. And that's going to do it. All right, let's see what we can find. Looks like we're going to be okay. This one appears to be a little bit shorter, but that steering wheel is dished a little bit more, so I think it should be okay. I should probably go get my tools out of my bag I left out there for this. I need that 7/16 because that's a 12 point, right? Both of them are the same thing, so I'll go grab that. But yeah, this is what we were after. Intermediate shaft is the name for it, according to GM. We'll get this thrown on, then we'll try and get that put in. And then I don't exactly know how we're going to marry it to the transmission. I don't know that we can. Here's what I do know. This one wasn't married to the transmission anyway. And it was beat. And it was cracked. And it was broken. And we're not out anything. This one, if I can marry it to the transmission, that'll be a huge bonus. And that's what I want to do. I would like this shifter to shift the transmission from park to drive. And also be able to do my turn signals and whatnot. This one here didn't have turn signals hooked up to it. I never took a wire off this thing. It was just jammed in there. I'm pretty sure that's off a different truck. I don't think it's supposed to be in here, which is why that's not there. Anyway, let's go get at it, I guess. Okay, so I got it in there, hammered the hell out of it until it went in, and it did. I don't know about you, but doesn't that seem like it's gonna be a bit short now? I thought it should have ended up here somewhere, and it kind of makes me wonder if, like I thought there was something about, you know, that collapsible part. You had to melt the plastic so that it would move, blah, blah, blah. And I'm wondering if we don't have to do that now because I hammered the hell out of it. Maybe. So we may have to do some more modifications. We'll see. But for right now, I think I'm going to go on the inside and try and put it through. Just trying to see where it is. So this is it right here. I'm going to try and line her up and see what happens here. Yes. Okay, so I pulled this off at the wreckers. I noticed that it had this guy. I don't know if it was actually there or if this guy was there. to drill 4 holes in this column for these screws here. And so these screws aren't really like holding your column in. They're just helping locate this outer tube. So the outer tube, just to keep it steady so that it's not moving when you're moving your shifter or your turn signals. So you got 2 screws here, 2 screws on the other side. They got to be little tiny shorties, of course, otherwise you'll be into the tube. I don't think this will be the steering wheel we'll leave on here, but it'll do for now. We still need to hook up something for our shifter to get it to the transmission. But we got our steering column in. Works like a damn. In short, so this is a 67 to 72 column. And then under the hood, just a quick recap here for you. We needed the intermediate shaft. Went back to the wreckers and picked one up. And that actually goes from here down to the steering box. Oops. Down to the steering box itself. That gave us a little bit of a challenge. We had to hammer it on there, and we had to hammer this on here. But, you know, nothing major. I have to figure out how I'm going to get this married to that. Like I noticed on the square bodies and whatnot, it runs down to the frame rail and then the frame rail over to the transmission. That might be the easiest thing to do. Maybe I'll make another video on that once I get that sorted out. But currently, this is where we are. I like it. I'm quite happy with it. So, kind of wish that would pop back into place better, but it is what it is. Got everything nice and tight, ready to go. We got this guy hooked back up. We got this guy bolted on nice and tight. We got this spring in here. That's pretty important to keep that bearing in there. That bearing on this one's kind of dry. You can hear it. I kind of wish I had known that and replaced it. But at any rate, that's going to do it for this one. Just a real quickie. Steering column 67 to 72 on these trucks, in case you're thinking about, you know, the most common one would be throw an automatic transmission in, and then you got a steering column that you should be able to work with. This video will be the column install itself. I'll do another one maybe later this week or maybe next shift, marrying that transmission to this shifter. I do have to get it done pretty quick, so I'll try and make it the next video or the video after. I did, while I was there, I came across a 58 Chevy, and I wanted the steering column for my truck. I have that 56 that'll be coming in shortly, and I found this one. It's an automatic steering column, and I don't know about wherever you're at, how common 55 to 59 Chevy is with an automatic transmission, but not very common up here. Not a factory one anyway. So I thought, you know, I should probably grab that. You know, it's got the shifter, and this linkage goes down to the transmission, of course. There's our neutral safety switch. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool. I might even try and do a video on repairing that steering wheel down there. That might be cool too. I don't know. We'll see. I've never done it before. This steering column, I've come to the conclusion this is not out of the 63. This is more than likely out of a 47 to 55. I don't know, somewhere in there. It's not from this. There's how the steering column sits for position wise. Maybe I'll go climb in here and we'll try her on for size. Oh, I'm a pretty big guy. Well, there you go. That's pretty good. For reference, I'm 6 foot. and about 230 pounds. So I like that. This is a smaller wheel. May not be so good with manual steering. We'll see. I don't know. If you ate your Wheaties, it'll be fine. If you do the power steering upgrade, probably be even better. So anyway, that's where we sit. We got our call out there. I got to put my shifter on yet and marry the column to the transmission coming up next. If you hung around this long, do me a favor, think about subscribing. I appreciate it. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys. Here, let's give you a view of what it looks like, I guess. There's me in all my glory in the truck. Got some distance now. Same as this way, we got some distance. We got some distance here. All right, I hope it helps you out. If it doesn't, I don't know what to tell you. Stick around, we'll do something else together. All right, take care.